Hi, hello, good evening, friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Recently, I think 2 days ago, I have created one WhatsApp channel on the name of SBTET, and in that channel, I posted a message to the students that I am going to explain about how to assign pass or fail status to a particular subject, maybe in regular examination or maybe in supplementary examination. So in line to that, today I am going to give you a complete information about assigning the result status to a particular subject. Okay. Now today's date is 23rd July 2024 and it is Tuesday. Now, before we discuss about the result status of regular or supplementary subjects in terms of C18 and C21 scheme, let's go back once and see what was there earlier. Now to save the time, I think I covered most of the important information that is relevant and important and needed for this discussion on the board. So I have given the pass criteria for both regular as well as supplementary examinations. Now in the olden system, so I have a border for these two schemes actually. All the old schemes up to C16 years are of one category, and from C18 onwards it is another category. What is the reason? There is a broad line between these two. It's a dividing factor. The reason is up to C16 years the architecture of the curriculum is different. We have percentages and marks. From C18 onwards we introduced CBCA system, that is choice based credit system. So wherein even though candidates are assigned marks for their performance in the examination, but still we are going to analyze or assess the performance on quantitative side with respect to credits and grades. Okay, so that is the reason we have differentiation or discrimination line between old and new curriculums. Okay, now if you look at two primary parts of the marks in old system, maximum marks and minimum marks. What are maximum marks and what are minimum marks? Maximum marks are the marks for which exam is conducted. So we have total marks here 100, right? And these total marks 100 was divided earlier into two components. One is internal, the other one is end examination. So internal is not an examination, it is an overall assessment of the candidate when he was regular to the student, when he was regular to the college. That means maybe slip test, assignments, attendance, activity that you do in laboratory, and overall performance of yourself. So these marks are for 20 and that will be assigned by the college itself, maybe by the subject teacher or class teacher. And the remaining component, the rest of the component is end examination, that is for 80 marks. So the subject total in old schemes was 100, which is nothing but the combination of internal 20 and end examination 80, and this is the examination for which board is going to conduct the these are the marks for which board is going to conduct the examination. And now come back to minimum marks. What are minimum marks actually? These are the minimum marks to be secured by the candidate to declare that he or she got passed in the subject, right? Now there are again two compulsory conditions. These two conditions are to be satisfied, then only we can say that the candidate got passed in that particular subject. The first one is end marks to be secured is greater than or equal to 35% of end maximum marks. End marks, that means for 80. For 80, how many marks you have to get? Greater than or equal to 35% of end maximum. What is end maximum? 80 only. So greater than or equal to 35% of 80, that is nothing but 28. That means the first condition to declare that you are passed is out of 80, you must get more than or equal to 28 marks. It is standard and it is absolute. It is irrespective how your question paper was. Whether the question paper was tough or whether the question paper was easy, it is immaterial. However, you have to get 28 marks out of 80. So this is called absolute grading system. What is second condition? Marks. What is total marks here actually? For 100, how many marks you have to get? For 100, you have to get 35% of the maximum. What is total maximum? 100. So 35% of 100 is 35. That means in these three components, total marks is 100, which is a combination of internal and for end you have to get 35% on this 80. For total you have to get 35% on total. But there is no minimum marks value for internal. That means in the end examination you got 28. Then you must get 7 here to get 35 for 100. Suppose in the end examination you got 35, then even if you get 0 marks in internal examination also, still you get passed in the subject because you already achieved 35 in the end examination. So therefore, there is no minimum marks for internal, but for end examination 35, for total marks it is 35. So 35% of 80 is 28, 35% of 100 is 35. So these two are the conditions, compulsory condition to fulfill so that you pass in the subject. Otherwise, if any one of the condition is not fulfilled, then automatically you are declared as failed in that particular subject. Now it comes to C18 and C21. Now we are running C24 also. You take any scheme, I think the grading system is same. Right? So as usual, here also I have given the partition for the marks. What is part 1, part 2? What is part 1? Maximum marks. Part 2, what is minimum marks? So as usual, here also maximum marks, that is total maximum marks are 100. Even in the older system also it was 100 only. Of course, for some subjects, for specific subjects, I think maybe in English 601, for some subjects earlier maximum marks was 40 only. 50 only for specific subjects. But in general, all subjects were for 100. So total maximum marks here 100, here also 100. But in olden system, there are only two components, 20 plus 80. But here, these 100 marks are divided into 4 components, mid 1 20, mid 2 20, internal 20, end 20. Here, mid 1, mid 2, end, these 3 are examinations. Whereas internal is not an examination, it is an overall assessment of the candidate throughout the classwork. Right? Now, what are the minimum marks to be secured by the candidate to declare that he or she got passed in the subject? As we have 2 conditions, 2 compulsory conditions in the old system, here also we have 2 compulsory conditions in new system also. Of course, we are not leaving this percentage. Here also 35%. But what is going to different? Here 35% on maximum marks. But here 35% on not maximum. It is top-up marks. Let me explain clearly. First condition is end marks. For how much? 40. First condition is end marks to be secured is greater than or equal to 35% of topper end marks. What is topper end marks? Suppose you are conducting the examination, board is conducting, not you. Board is conducting the examination for 40 marks throughout the state. Assume that in one subject, there are 1000 candidates appear in one subject. Out of 1000, at least one candidate will get highest marks. Suppose if the highest marks are taken into consideration, then that is called topper marks. Now the topper marks may be 40 because maybe one candidate may get out of out marks. If the question paper is tough, topper marks may not be 40 also. Maybe 39, maybe 38, maybe 30, maybe 25 also sometimes. Okay. I think I have seen in the SBTET, in some cases, maybe in 1 year back, I think so. I have seen that in one subject, topper marks in the state were only 25 out of 40, right? So here, in the Wallah system, end marks to be secured is fixed. You must get 28 out for 80. Whether the question paper is tough or easy doesn't matter. But here, this topper marks is not constant, it is variable. If the question paper is very easy, everyone will get 40, I think so. Maybe multiple candidates may get equal marks, that is 40 out of 40. But if the question paper sometimes, may happen, if the question paper is very tough, topper marks may be 35 only, not 40. Then, how can you say that the remaining people shall get 35% of 40? No. So, it should be 35% of topper marks only. That means 35% of 35. If the topper marks is 30, if the topper marks is only 30, not 40, then remaining candidates must get 35% of 30, but not on 40. Maximum marks is 40. I am not talking that 35% on maximum, because topper marks itself is not 40. Then why you will take it is 35% on 40? No. So the question here is, end marks should be greater than or equal to 35% of topper marks, but not on maximum marks. If maximum marks, it is as like Wallah system only, static. It won't change. 40 will not change now here. 40 will not change. But 40, topper getting 40 may not be possible sometimes. So therefore, this is dynamic in nature. It is not constant. So the first condition to be satisfied to declare pass is end marks should be, end marks means for 40 only. End marks should be greater than or equal to 35% of topper marks. If the topper marks is 40 out of 40, then 35% of 40 is 14. That means you must get 14 out of 40. If the topper marks is only 30, what is 35% of 30? 10.5. That means you should get 10.5 out of 40, but not 14. That is the beauty of the system. Second condition. What is second condition? Marks. That means for 100. Here you have seen, in the first condition you have seen how many marks you have to get for 40. In the second condition you are seeing how many marks you have to get for 100. Here also same thing. How many marks for 80? How many marks for 100? Here also how many marks for 40? And here second condition is how many marks for 100. So what is the second condition? Marks to be secured. Total marks to be secured is, that means for 100, is greater than or equal to D hybrid grade minimum. Now what is D hybrid grade minimum? See here, I have given one chart. As you all know, I am assuming that you know something about grades. There are 8 grades available in C18, C21 and C24. A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, D, E. Now there is a range of marks to be secured by the candidate for the respective grades. For A plus it is greater than or equal to 85. For A it is greater than or equal to 70 but less than 85, and so on. Okay. Now come to D grade. What is D grade of marks? If you want to assign D grade to any subject, candidate must secure greater than or equal to 27 marks and less than 33 marks in that subject. So what is the minimum? D grade minimum? 27. What is D grade maximum? 33. So here what second condition says? For 100 marks, how many you have to get? Marks should be greater than or equal to D hybrid grade minimum marks. So what is D hybrid grade minimum marks? 27. That means you must get 27 out of 100. So in the first condition it says that how many marks you have to get? 40. In the second condition it says that how many marks you have to get? 100. How many marks you have to get for 40? It is 35% of topper marks. If the topper marks is 40, 35% of 40, 14. If the top of marks is 30, 35% of 30, 10.5. If the top of marks is 20 only, 35% of 20, 7 marks only. Now what is the second condition? Total marks should be greater than or equal to D hybrid grade minimum. That is 100 key. For 100, how many marks you have to get? 27 only. Okay. Now the situation is how to check in reality. In real time situation, how to verify. Suppose candidates have written the supplementary examination, right? Now result is published. Somehow some subjects declared as pass, some subjects declared as fail. But why it is pass? Why it is fail? That is a big question. As I told you, grade information, giving the results remarks, that is pass or fail, is same for regular as well as supplementary. There is no exclusive grade information for the supplementary examinations. There is no grade information for the supplementary examinations. Okay, you write n number of times supplementary. Every time you write supplementary, system always go back to regular event, grade information, compare with your marks and assign the result status, they pass or fail. Okay, so there are some steps to be followed to check whether you have whether the pass status or fail status is given correctly or not. So how to check supplementary pass criteria? First step is go to any one of these two websites, maybe exams.sbtt.telangana.gov.in or sbtt.telangana.gov.in. Go to any one of these two websites and then under diploma, go to consolidated report. Consolidated report. What is the reason? After going to that, what you have to check? For example, you are, one second. For example, you are trying to check 202 subject. Suppose you 202 subject, you fail in regular examination. Now you have written the supplementary examination. Now 202 is given, again fail. Even in supplementary also you got fail. Now you want to know why you are failing 202 subject. How to check it actually, right? As I told you, there is no grade information for supplementary examination. So then how pass or fail is given to the subject? By comparing with the regular grade information. So we should know what is the regular grade information of 202 subject. For that reason, first go to any one of these two subjects, these two websites, sorry. Then go to consolidated report. Then identify when you have written the second sem regularly. When you have written the second sem regularly. How to see actually? If you look at the consolidated report, on the right side, last but one column. Last column is actually month and year. Last but one column, there is one small column where you can see RS like that. R stands for regular, S stands for supplementary. R stands for regular, S stands for supplementary. Now in the second semester, I think at least one subject is having R. Okay. Now see that what is a month and year against that R. Okay. If any one subject is mentioned as R, that is nothing but you have written regularly that subject. So see the month and year. So take the month and year of regular event. Take the month and year of regular event of this semester. Okay, because you are looking at 202 subject which is nothing but second sem. So see that when second sem what was written regularly, take that month and year. That is important. Now after identifying the regular month and year, regular examination month and year, then again go to sbtt.telangana.gov.in. Now go to diploma results, not consolidated report. Go to diploma results. Diploma results are nothing but what? Event wise results. So go to that event. Whatever the regular event is there, go to that event and see your second sem results. You will see 10 subject results. On the left side, there is one tab called Grade Info. Grade Info. If you click on that Grade Info tab, you will get one pop-up window with some table for 10 subjects. Subject name, subject code, A plus A, B plus B, C plus C, D, E. I think E is not mentioned, only D is last. And last column is marks. Then what do you have to see? What do you have to see? See upper marks for first condition. See D minimum for second condition. In that pop-up window, you can see some table na. Go to 202 subject. See the second row, 202 subject row. What is the top of marks? That is the last cell. And last but one means D grade. What is the minimum value of the D grade? So these two are important to compare these two conditions. Okay, you got some marks for the 202 subject in supplementary. If that marks are greater than or equal to 35% of top of marks, where top of marks in regular event. So see the top of marks, then you know how many marks you have to get in end examination. See the big minimum, then you will know how many marks you have to get for 100. Okay, so take the grade information of the regular event and compare end marks and total marks. Then only you will come to know whether you have passed or not. Okay, now the interesting thing that we have noticed, most of the students are coming to me to SBTET with one clear doubt, one ambiguous doubt that for example M1, mid 1, mid 2, internal and total. I am explaining with two cases, M1, mid 1, mid 2, internal and total. Let us assume same subject 202. Subject is 202. Subject code is 202. I think that topper marks. Assume that topper marks is 40 and D grade minimum. D grade minimum is 34. D grade minimum is 34. Okay. I have seen the regular event of second sem. I have gone through the grade information of the 202, where I have seen that for 202, topper marks is 40, D grade minimum is 34. Now assume that there are two cases. These two candidates are friends and same class. Mid 1, one fellow got 20 in mid 1, 20 in mid 2, internal 20, external 13, and total marks is 73. Total marks are 73. And this fellow got 5, 10, 14, and total marks are 34. Now see, here what happens? This person got failed and this person got passed for these two conditions. How? If you look at the first case, mid 120, mid 220, internal 20, end is 13, total 73. Even though the fellow got 73 marks for 100, see what are top marks here? 40. What is D minimum? 34. Top marks says how many marks you have to get? 40. D minimum says how many marks you have to get? 100. So how many marks you have to get? 34. This fellow got 73. One condition satisfied. But what are the top marks? 40. 35% of 40 is 14. But he didn't get 14. He got only 13. So first condition failed. Second condition fulfilled. As I told you, these two are the compulsory conditions. These two must be satisfied. Then only you can declare as a pass. So this fellow fulfilled second condition, but not fulfilled first condition. Now come back to second case. In case 2, mid 1 5 marks, mid 2 5 marks, internal 10 marks, end 14, total 34. For 100, how many marks you have to get? 34. He got 34. 40, how many you have to get? 14. He got 14. That's it. Even though he got only 34, but he fulfilled the two conditions. He satisfied both the conditions. Therefore, this fellow got passed. These two are friends in the same class. Now, this fellow will come. Sir, I got 73 marks but failed. My friend got 34 marks but he got passed. Here the question is not 73 but not 34, but whether you have satisfied these two conditions or not. It is very important to understand. Right? So what I meant to say is the grade information for supplementary is same as regular. So when you want to check whether, when you want to know how you have passed or failed in supplementary results, see the subject what you want to see. Maybe, semester. Which semester subject you are trying to know. Go to consulate report. See that when that semester was written regularly. Take the month and year of the regular event. Go to diploma results. See the semester results of that event. Maybe second sem, maybe first sem, maybe third sem, maybe so and so. Then, there you can see grade information of the regular event. Go to that subject row. See the upper marks. See the upper marks. That will tell you how many marks you have to get for 40. If the upper marks is 40, you have to get 35% of 40. If the upper marks is 30, you have to get 35% of 30. If the upper marks is 20, you have to get 35% of 20. It is condition number 1. Then see D grade minimum. What is the D grade minimum marks? That will tell you how many marks you have to secure for 100. If the D grade minimum is 20, you have to get 20 for 100. If the D grade minimum is 40, you have to get 40 for 100. If these two conditions are satisfied, that means how many marks you have to get 40, how many marks you have to get for 100. If these two conditions are satisfied as per the regular grade information, then only it is to be declared as pass. Otherwise, fail. I hope I have given a complete information of this. I will upload this to YouTube and I will share the link in the WhatsApp channel. If you have still doubts, you can post your doubts in our queries in the comment box. Please watch the video till the end, and if you like the video and if you understood very well, please have a like on this video and share it to your known contacts so that all will be benefited. So please share our WhatsApp channel named SBTET TG to all your friends and known contacts, and let everyone get latest updates. Since it is run by the teaching faculty, and that means it's me, so you will have a accurate and prompt information and genuine information pertaining to examinations conducted by the SBTET. And also like and share this video to all your known contacts and friends so that most of the people will come to know about the assignment of pass or fail to the supplementary or regular subjects, so that they may not be be required to come to SBTET, because most of the students are rushing to SBTET only with this simple doubt, clarification for this clarification. So you can save your time, money, because not all people stay only at Hyderabad or near to SBTET. So coming from all the way from rural areas to SBTET is very difficult also. So it takes your time, money, energy, as well as the time of SBTET officials also. So I hope that you will understand. I hope that you have understood this one. If any doubt is there, you can comment in the comment box on YouTube channel. So please share the channel and WhatsApp channel also to your known friends, and like the video. Wish you everyone a good luck. Thank you one and all. Thanks for watching this video. Don't skip the video. Please watch till the end and subscribe the channel so that you will prompt. You will get the prompts whenever I upload the videos. And thank you one and all. Thanks for watching. Good night.